Window of the World is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Shenzhen. Opened in 1994, this large scale theme park is famous for its miniature replicas of world famous landmarks, cultural attractions, and historical sites from different countries around the globe. The park combines sightseeing, cultural learning, entertainment, and live performances, making it a favorite destination for both tourists and local visitors. The park covers approximately 480,000 square meters and is divided into several theme zones representing different parts of the world, including Europe, Asia, Africa, the Americas, and Oceania. Visitors can explore scaled down versions of famous landmarks such as the Eiffel Tower, Taj Mahal, Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Egyptian pyramids, and many more. Some attractions are built with impressive detail, allowing visitors to experience the feeling of traveling around the world in a single day. Window of the World is also known for its live cultural performances, dance shows, parades, stunt presentations, and seasonal events. Throughout the day, visitors can enjoy performances inspired by different countries and cultures. At night, the park becomes even more vibrant with colorful lighting displays, music, evening shows, and fireworks during special occasions. The park is generally wheelchair and stroller friendly. Most of the main pathways are wide, flat, and accessible for wheelchairs and strollers. Shenzhen itself is considered one of the more modern and accessible cities in China, with elevators commonly available in metro stations and public areas. However, some attractions and areas with stairs may still present limitations for wheelchair users. Visitors with mobility concerns may need additional assistance in certain sections of the park. Ticket prices for Windows of the World may vary depending on the season and ticket type. Standard adult daytime tickets are usually around 220 RMB, while children, students, and senior citizens may receive discounted rates. Night tickets are typically cheaper, ranging from around 100 to 120 RMB, and allow visitors to enjoy the evening shows and illuminated attractions. Children under specific height limits may enter free of charge. The nearest metro station to the park is the Window of the World station on Shenzhen Metro Line 1 and 2. Exit C is commonly recommended because it leads close to the main entrance of the park. The metro is considered one of the easiest and most convenient ways to travel to the attraction from different parts of Shenzhen. Window of the World remains one of the Shenzhen's most iconic attractions because it combines culture, education, recreation, and entertainment into one destination. It is especially popular among families, students, tourists, and photography enthusiasts who want to experience famous landmarks from around the world without leaving China. So this is our walkthrough. Enjoy your view. Fun trivia about Window of the World. You can travel the world in just few hours. Window of the World features more than 130 famous attractions and landmarks from around the globe. Visitors can technically visit Europe, Africa, Asia, and the Americas all in one day without leaving Shenzhen. The Eiffel Tower replica is one of the tallest attractions in the park. The replica of the Eiffel Tower inside the park stands around 108 meters tall At night, it lights up beautifully and becomes one of the most photographed spots in the entire park. The park is bigger than many people expect. First time visitors are often surprised by how large the park actually is. Many tourists think that they can finish exploring in 2 or 3 hours, but most visitors spend almost the entire day there. Some performers come from different countries. Window of the World is known for hiring international performers for cultural shows and live entertainment. This helps make performances feel more authentic and lively. Another trivia, it opened during Shenzhen's rapid growth era. The park opened in 1994, during the time when Shenzhen was rapidly transforming into a modern international city. Window of the World became a symbol of Shenzhen's global and innovative identity. There are miniature wonders everywhere. Many of the attractions are built at different scales. Some are tiny enough to overlook if you walk too fast, while others are large enough to enter and explore. The night shows are a major highlight. Many visitors actually prefer visiting in the late afternoon because the nighttime atmosphere completely changes the park. The lights, music, and performances create a more dramatic and festive experience. It's a popular place for graduation and wedding photos. You'll often see people wearing graduation gowns or wedding attire taking professional photos around the park because of the beautiful landmarks and scenic backgrounds. Another trivia, the park has seasonal events. Depending on the time of the year, Window of the World hosts themed celebrations for holidays such as Christmas, Halloween, and New Year festivals. Decorations and performances change throughout the seasons. Now, in this part of the video, it's Chinese New Year and it's spring, so you will see a lot of flowers and Chinese lanterns. The park was designed to be educational and entertaining. Aside from being a tourist attraction, the park was also created to help visitors learn about the world history, architecture, geography, and different cultures in a fun way. Shenzhen Metro makes it extremely easy to visit. One reason Window of the World remains very popular is because it is directly connected to Shenzhen Metro lines, making transportation simple even for first-time tourists. Some visitors call it the world in one park. Because of the number of international landmarks packed into one location, many tourists jokingly describe Window of the World as the fastest world tour ever. The park looks completely different during rainy weather. On rainy or foggy days, some attractions, especially the Eiffel Tower replica, can look surprisingly realistic and cinematic in photos. It's one of Shenzhen's most recognizable tourist attractions. When people think of famous tourist spots in Shenzhen, Window of the World is almost always included alongside the city's shopping districts and modern skyscrapers. Last trivia about Window of the World. Walking around the entire park can easily reach 10,000 steps. Many visitors accidentally complete their daily exercise goals while exploring the park. Comfortable shoes are highly recommended unless you enjoy negotiating with your feet later. And we do highly recommend get a foot spa after the tour. Window of the World is basically what happens when geography class and a theme park decide to work together. 1 minute you're in front of the Eiffel Tower, 5 minutes later you're near the pyramids. Your legs are traveling faster than your passport ever has. This park is also perfect for people who love traveling, and also for people who love taking photos every 3 steps. You'll notice that almost everybody suddenly becomes a professional photographer here. Even the person who normally takes blurry photos somehow levels up. The details of some of these replicas are honestly impressive. You can tell a lot of effort went into recreating these famous landmarks. Some visitors try to speed run the park. Big mistake. This place is best enjoyed slowly because there's always something interesting around the corner. Don't forget the inner part of the park. Always check them, just like this one. If you're visiting during summer, bring water. Shenzhen weather can go from pleasant walk to instant sauna experience very quickly. And don't forget to bring extra shirt. One of the fun parts about this park is hearing different languages everywhere. You'll meet tourists from many countries all exploring together. Fun, right? Window of the World is one of those places where your phone battery slowly starts losing hope before the day even ends. Don't forget to bring your power banks. Every section of the park has its own atmosphere. Even the background music changes depending on where you are. This is honestly one of the few places where taking hundreds of photos in one day feels completely reasonable. Well, not just 100, I know some people who got thousands of photos. The nighttime atmosphere here feels completely different from daytime. Once the lights turn on, the whole park becomes more magical and cinematic. If you're one of those hopeless romantic, bring your loved ones at night. Some people visit for the landmarks, some people visit for the performances, some visit for the snacks, and honestly, all of those are valid reasons. If you enjoy people watching, this park is amazing for that too. You'll see families, students, vloggers, photographers, and tourists all having fun together. The best part is that you don't need to be a history expert to enjoy this place. Even casual visitors can appreciate the beauty and creativity here. Window of the World is one of those attractions where you unexpectedly stay longer than planned because there's just so much to see. And while you're here, you'll probably hear a lot of excited reactions throughout the park. because many visitors are seeing these famous landmarks, even miniature versions, for the first time. For content creators and vloggers, this place is basically unlimited background scenery. So comfortable shoes are not optional here. They are part of the survival equipment. Oh yes, survival equipment. So wear your comfy shoes. If you suddenly lose track of time here, don't worry. That happens to almost everybody. So make sure you plan your day just for this park. The park becomes especially lively during holidays and weekends when performances and crowds create an even more festive atmosphere. Just a warning, it's jam packed during holidays. Some of the replicas may be smaller than the originals, but they still manage to feel surprisingly grand in person. This place is also very family friendly, so you'll often see children excitedly pointing at famous landmarks they recognize from books or movies. Honestly, it's fun seeing people react when they suddenly realize they've visited multiple countries before lunchtime. It's cool, right? Even if you don't know every landmark, exploring the park still feels like a giant cultural adventure. And by the way, one hidden challenge here is trying not to fill your entire phone storage with photos before the day ends. Window of the World perfectly matches Shenzhen's modern and international atmosphere. It's creative, energetic, and designed to impress visitors. And of course, no visit is complete without at least one dramatic slow motion walk shot in front of the Eiffel Tower replica. Don't forget that. As we continue walking through the park, you really begin to notice how much detail was placed into every section. From the architecture to the landscaping, each area is designed to create a different atmosphere inspired by places around the world. One of the most interesting things about Window of the World is how it combines education and entertainment together. You're learning about famous landmarks, cultures, and world history while also enjoying rides, performances, and scenic views. For many visitors, this park becomes more than just a tourist attraction. It becomes a chance to experience places they have only seen in textbooks, documentaries, movies, or social media. The pathways here are wide and easy to walk through, making the park feel comfortable even during busy days. There are also plenty of shaded areas and resting spots for visitors who want to relax for a while. As the day goes on, the atmosphere changes depending on the crowd and the weather. In the morning, the park feels calm and refreshing. By afternoon, it becomes lively and energetic with performances and activities happening around every corner. One thing that makes this park memorable is the variety of experiences packed into one location. You can enjoy sightseeing, photography, cultural performances, shopping, dining, and entertainment all in one single visit. The park is especially popular among families because there's something enjoyable for all age groups. Children love the colorful attractions, while adults appreciate the cultural themes and impressive scenery. For photography lovers, Window of the World is almost endless. Every section offers a different backdrop, making it easy to capture unique and creative shots throughout the day. Even simple walks around the park can feel exciting because you never know what landmark or performance you'll discover next. The designers of the park carefully recreated many famous structures with recognizable details, helping visitors instantly identify landmarks from different countries. Window of the World also reflects Shenzhen's identity as an international and modern city. It welcomes visitors from many parts of the world and celebrates global culture in a fun and accessible way. During weekends and holidays, the theme park becomes even more lively with larger crowds, additional entertainment, and festive decorations. Another enjoyable part of visiting the park is seeing how people react to the attractions. Some visitors become excited recognizing famous landmarks, while others enjoy comparing the replicas to real locations. The evening atmosphere brings a completely different experience. As the lights begin to illuminate the landmarks, the park feels more vibrant and cinematic. For many tourists visiting Shenzhen, Window of the World becomes one of the highlights of their trip because it offers a combination of culture, entertainment, and relaxation in one destination. The park's convenient location and direct metro access also make it very easy for tourists to visit, even for first time travelers in Shenzhen. Throughout the day, visitors can hear music from different performances echoing across the park, adding to the lively and international atmosphere. Even after several hours of exploring, there always seems to be another corner worth visiting and another attraction worth photographing. One reason why Window of the World remains popular after many years is because it continuously attracts both local visitors and international tourists looking for a unique experience. The park is also designed to encourage exploration. Instead of rushing through the attractions, many visitors prefer taking their time to enjoy the scenery and performances at a relaxed pace. As night approaches, the reflections of colorful lights across the water features and pathways create a beautiful setting for evening walks and photography. Whether visitors come for sightseeing, cultural performances, family bonding, or content creation, Window of the World offers an experience that is both entertaining and memorable. By the end of the visit, many people leave feeling like they experienced a small journey around the world without ever leaving Shenzhen. Window of the World offers a mix of Chinese dishes, quick snacks, desserts, and international style food options that are convenient for tourists spending the entire day inside the park. One example in the video is this Thai restaurant. You'll find popular snacks such as grilled skewers, fried chicken, sausages, dumplings, noodles, fries, popcorn, and ice cream being sold throughout different areas of the park. And of course, since this is Shenzhen, bubble tea and cold drinks are almost everywhere. Honestly, after walking under the sun for hours, the first cold drink feels like a reward. There are also small cafes and restaurants where visitors can sit down, cool off, and recharge before continuing their tour around the park. One fun part about eating here is that your surroundings constantly change. You could be enjoying snacks near a European style plaza one moment and then eating beside an Egyptian themed attraction in a few minutes later. The food inside the park is designed to be tourist friendly and convenient, making it easy for visitors to grab something quickly between attractions and performances. Like many other theme parks, food prices inside of Window of the World can be slightly higher than outside restaurants, so some visitors prefer bringing extra water or light snacks with them. Many tourists also use meal breaks as a chance to rest their feet because exploring the entire park can involve a lot of walking. For visitors trying local flavors, there are several Chinese style snacks available throughout the park that are easy to eat while exploring. You'll often notice the smell of grilled food and street snacks floating through the air, especially during busy afternoons and evening hours. At night, the food airs become even livelier as visitors gather before the evening performances and light shows. Some visitors actually enjoy the food experience just as much as the attractions because there's something relaxing about sitting down with snacks while watching performances nearby. The snack stalls are also popular photo spots because many visitors enjoy filming or photographing their meals with the themed landmarks in the background. For families visiting the park, the wide variety of food choices makes it easier for everyone to find something they enjoy. One thing you'll quickly realize is that exploring the theme park becomes much more enjoyable after taking a proper food break. Your energy returns, your feet recover a little, and suddenly you're ready to walk another few thousand steps. Whether it's a quick ice cream break during the afternoon or a warm meal before the night show, food becomes part of the full Window of the World experience. And honestly, theme park food always seems to taste better after accidentally walking the distance of a small marathon. Now let's talk about more of the details about Window of the World. Window of the World was officially opened in 1994 and quickly became one of the most recognizable tourist attractions in Shenzhen. The park was developed during the period of when Shenzhen was rapidly growing into a modern international city. The park was created by Shenzhen Overseas Chinese Town, also known as OCT Group, one of China's major tourism and entertainment companies. OCT is also responsible for developing several famous theme parks and cultural attractions across China. The idea behind Wind of the World was to give visitors the opportunity to experience famous global landmarks and cultures without leaving the country. During the 1990s, international travel was not as common as or accessible for many people, so parks like this became extremely popular. The designers carefully planned the park to combine education, entertainment, architecture, and cultural appreciation into one destination. One of the most impressive things about the park is the amount of research and detail involved in recreating the landmarks. Designers studied famous structures from around the world to make the replicas recognizable and visually accurate. Although many of the landmarks are scaled down versions, some attractions were intentionally built larger to create a more dramatic visual experience for visitors. The park is divided into themed geographical zones, allowing visitors to feel like that they are moving from continent to continent while exploring. Landscape designers also work carefully on each section to match the atmosphere of different regions. You'll notice changes in architecture, plants, decorations, and music depending on where you are in the park. The creators wanted visitors to experience not only famous buildings but also cultural performances, traditional costumes, music, and festivals from different countries. Over the years, Window of the World has continued to update and improve attractions, performances, lighting systems, and entertainment features to keep the park modern and exciting. The park was designed to be highly visual and interactive, which is one reason it became so popular for photography and tourism. Many visitors are surprised by how detailed the miniature landmarks actually are. Some replicas include carvings, textures, windows, and design features inspired by the real structures. The iconic Eiffel Tower replica became one of the symbols of the entire park and is now one of the most recognizable attractions in Shenzhen. The park's layout was also designed to handle large crowds comfortably, especially during holidays and major tourist seasons. Window of the World reflects Shenzhen's international image. The city itself is known for innovation, modern development, and global connections, and this park perfectly matches that identity. Another interesting detail is that the park combines traditional sightseeing with theme park style entertainment, which help make it attractive to both tourists and families. The creators understood that visitors wanted more than just static displays, so they added performances, rides, interactive activities, and evening shows to make the experience more dynamic. The nighttime lighting system was also carefully designed to transform the park after sunset. Many visitors believe the park becomes even more beautiful during the evening. Because of its popularity, Window of the World has become one of Shenzhen's landmark destinations and continues to attract millions of visitors from around the world. Even decades after opening, the park remains an important part of Shenzhen's tourism industry and cultural entertainment scene. One of the reasons why the park continues to stay popular is because it appeals to different generations. Children enjoy the fun atmosphere while adults appreciate the architecture, scenery, and cultural themes. The success of Window of the World also inspired the growth of other large cultural and theme attractions in Shenzhen and other parts of China. Today, the park stands as both a tourist attraction and a symbol of Shenzhen's transformation into a global modern city. One unique area inside the park is the Arctic and the ice themed attraction area, where visitors can experience cooler indoor environments inspired by snowy regions and polar scenery. The Arctic theme section gives visitors a break from Shenzhen's warm weather and creates a completely different atmosphere compared to the outdoor attractions. Some areas feature indoor ice related activities and winter style decorations, making it feel like stepping into another climate zone entirely. For many visitors from warmer countries, seeing artificial snow and ice themed attractions inside a tropical region city feels especially fun and unusual. The contrast between the warm outdoor weather and the cold indoor attractions makes the experience even more memorable. Another popular part of the park includes adventure style attractions and rides, designed for families and younger visitors. There are also interactive entertainment zones where visitors can participate in activities instead of simply viewing displays. Throughout the park, guests can enjoy cultural villages and themed environments inspired by different regions of the world. Some sections recreate not only famous landmarks but also traditional streets, local architecture, and cultural atmospheres inspired by real places. The water features inside the park also adds to the relaxing atmosphere. Lakes, fountains, waterfalls, and bridges help make the scenery feel more immersive. Several attractions inside the park became especially beautiful during sunset when the lighting changes and reflections appear across the water. Window of the World also includes amusement style rides that make the park enjoyable for both sightseeing and recreation. For visitors who enjoy performances, the park regularly hosts large scale stage productions with dancers, acrobats, lighting effects, and music. The evening productions are often considered one of the highlights of the entire experience because of the scale and energy. One of the interesting things about the park is how quickly the atmosphere changes from one area to another. You can move from European style architecture to tropical scenery or snowy themed attractions within just a few minutes. The designers intentionally recreated the park to feel like a journey around different parts of the world, using scenery, sounds, and themed decorations to create variety. Some attractions also feature educational displays explaining the history of significant or famous landmarks and cultural sites. For children, the park becomes both entertaining and educational because they can visually recognize famous places they may have learned about in school. The park's open layout and theme sections encourage visitors to explore slowly rather than rush through attractions. Many tourists spend the entire day here because there are simply too many areas, performances, and attractions to fully experience in just a short visit. The nighttime atmosphere transforms many attractions completely. Buildings light up, pathways glow with colorful lights, and performances become more dramatic. Even repeat visitors often return because the park regularly updates decorations, performances, and seasonal events throughout the year. Holiday celebrations are especially popular here. During festive seasons, themed decorations and special nighttime events create an even more lively atmosphere. Some visitors compare Window of the World to a combination of cultural exhibition, sightseeing destination, and theme park all in one. The combination of architecture, performances, rides, lighting, and interactive attractions helps make the experience enjoyable for many different types of visitors. And honestly, part of the fun here is simply wandering around and unexpectedly discovering another famous landmark or themed attraction around the corner. And of course, you should be with your loved ones when you visit this place. One reason why Window of the World continues to attract so many visitors every year is because of the consistently positive experiences shared by tourists from around the world. Many visitors describe the park as surprisingly larger and more impressive than they originally expected. A common review from tourists is that the park feels much more detailed in person compared to photos and videos online. Visitors often praise how clean and well maintained the park is, especially considering its large size and the number of daily guests. Families especially enjoy the park because it offers activities and attractions suitable for both children and adults. Many tourists also mention that the themed environments make the experience feel immersive and enjoyable, even for people who are not usually interested in theme parks. Photography lovers frequently give positive feedback about the scenery and landmark replicas because nearly every section of the park provides great photo opportunities. Another thing visitors commonly appreciate is the variety of attractions available in one location. Guests can enjoy sightseeing, cultural performances, rides, shopping, food, and entertainment all in a single day. Many reviews also highlight the nighttime atmosphere as one of the best parts of the experience. The illuminated Eiffel Tower replica and evening performances are especially popular among tourists and content creators. Visitors often say the park becomes more magical after sunset because of the colorful lighting and lively entertainment. International tourists sometimes comment that the park gives them a fun and unique way to recognize famous landmarks from their own countries while visiting China. Many guests are also impressed by how accessible and convenient the park is, especially because of its direct connection to Shenzhen's metro system. Some reviews describe Window of the World as one of the most beginner friendly tourist attractions in Shenzhen for first time visitors. Families with children often appreciate the spacious walkways, open areas, and family friendly atmosphere throughout the park. Another positive point frequently mentioned is the energy of the live performers and entertainment staff. Visitors enjoy the cultural performances because they help make the park feel more dynamic instead of simply being a sightseeing location. Tourists also commonly praise the amount of effort placed into the major landmark designs and themed environments. Some visitors mention that even after spending an entire day inside the park, they still feel like there are attractions they did not fully explore. Travel vloggers and photographers often recommend Wind of the World because of the wide variety of visual backgrounds available for filming and content creation. Many reviews describe the park as both relaxing and entertainment at the same time, which is one reason why visitors of different age groups enjoy coming here. Tourists visiting Shenzhen for only a short time often say that Window of the World gives them one of the most complete and memorable experiences in the city. Another common compliment from visitors is how the park successfully combines education, culture, recreation, and entertainment together. Many guests leave positive comments about the atmosphere, saying the park feels cheerful, energetic, and welcoming throughout the day. Repeat visitors also mention that the experience can feel different each time depending on the season, performances, weather, and nighttime events. Overall, many tourists consider Wind of the World one of Shenzhen's most visited and must visit attractions because of its unique concept, lively atmosphere, and wide variety of experiences. As we come to the end of our journey through Window of the World, it becomes clear why this attraction continues to stand out as one of the most popular destinations in Shenzhen. This is not just a theme park filled with miniature landmarks. It is a place where culture, travel, entertainment, and education come together in one shared experience. From iconic global structures to themed attractions, cultural performances, food experiences, and nighttime shows, every part of the park is designed to offer something meaningful and memorable for visitors. What makes it even more special is how it allows people to experience different parts of the world in a single day, making a travel fee accessible, exciting, and inspiring. Whether you come here for photography, family bonding, cultural learning, or simple leisure, Wind of the World offers an experience that can be enjoyed in many different ways. As the lights begin to glow and the day slowly turns into night, the park reminds us that travel is not only about distance but about discovery, curiosity, and appreciation of the world around us. In the end, Window of the World is more than just a destination. It is a reminder of how beautifully diverse our world is and how meaningful it can be to experience even a small part of it. Thank you for joining us this tour. Until the next adventure, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep discovering the world one place at a time. We hope you enjoyed this tour. Until next time, thank you very much.